Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm introducing yet another eyeshadow project, which is maybe a little bit insane, but luckily in this project, as you can see from the title, if you're familiar with this project, you actually only work on one eyeshadow at a time, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to add it into my repertoire. Also because it's one that I've been intrigued by for years. This project is the Panda palette in order, which was created by Taylor Buell, I think it's how you pronounce it. She did this project a couple of years ago. I don't think she's posting anymore. I haven't seen any videos from her recently, at least not any panning videos. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I haven't seen her post anything in a while. But she did the Panda palette in order, which basically entails of having a palette, and as it sounds, panning one shade in order. So hitting pan on one shade at a time, starting with the first shade in the palette, moving on to the second, third, and so on. I also know that Caitlin did this video, or like the series, last year, I believe she started it, and a lot of people have started doing it because of that. But I originally watched it from Taylor, again, years and years ago, so it's something that I have been intrigued by, and actually I thought about starting it even before Caitlin did, but it was never the right time. I was just never kind of intrigued enough by it, but starting to see it on Caitlin's channel, that kind of just sparked that like thing in my brain that, oh, I really want to do that project. So I have been thinking about it for a while, and that is why we're here today. Again, since you work on one shadow at a time in the palette, it is more of a easier project, I guess. So it's not like crazy hard, like it's not like you have to pan several, like a lot of different shadows at one time. It's almost like if I added one more shadow into my pan of eyeshadow or something like that. So I think hopefully it will be manageable. Fingers crossed, but the palette that I have chosen might prove differently because it's going to be quite a hard one, which I will show you in a second. But before I show you that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. Alright, so before I actually show you the palette itself, I want to just disclose what it is. So I'm not going to show you because I have yeah, I will talk first in a second. But what I have decided to work on in this project is actually my Colourpop Depotted Singles. So it's not a pre-made palette in that sense, but it is currently being housed in one of my C palettes, and I have every single shade in here that do not have pan on it. So I don't know if you saw I think about a week and a half ago, I posted a organizing my Colourpop singles video where I went through them, and in that video I took out everything with pan. I put that in a BYOP or in a separate palette, and I kept everything that does not have pan in that video in this palette. And I said kind of like I did a little, you know, Easter egg in there saying that I do have some plans for these singles, and this is what the plan is. So again, I do have the palette right here. I have organized it in how I'm gonna do the Panda palette in order, and what I decided to do, instead of just picking them, organizing them by color, because then, you know, I might have like 5 greens in a row, or, you know, picking the easiest one for myself first or anything like that, I decided to fully randomize this palette. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert the footage of me randomizing the order of these, so kind of helping determine which order I'm going to pan all of these singles in. Alright, so we are here now to make the palette that I'm going to use for my palette in order. So here we have all of my Colourpop singles without pan. If you wanted to see me organize these or take out all the ones with pan, I did do a video with that when that went up a little while ago. But these are the shades that I'm going to work on in this project for the next kind of year or probably more. So what I have done is I actually put in, so I have 28 singles in here if I counted correctly. So I put that into this randomization app. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all of the shades, and then we're just going to go randomize. I'm going to, you know, number them the same way they are here. So yeah, I'm just going to take these out quickly, and then we're going to go ahead and randomize. So there we have them all out. You could barely see that, but there we go. So I just put them in rows of 7 just to make sure that I had 28, and I do because it's 7 times 4. So this is a little bit crooked, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and randomize and we'll pick one. So 27 is this shade here, which will be the first one. It's going to be harder to pick these out as we go, but yeah, let's go. 3, so that's going to be this shade here. 20, so 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 20, wait, that will be 21, 20, right? Yeah, that's it right there. Then we have number 6, which will be this one here. We have number 7, which is right next to it. 26, which will be, this is 28, 27, 26. 18, which will be 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, another green. Try and take that out. Cautious if I want to keep these on rows on 7 or if I want to just pull them out fully. I think I'm just going to pull them out fully. 8, so that would be 7, 8, so that's this one here. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is this one there. 16, so 7, 14, 15, 16, that's this lime green. 17, so we had 14, 15, 16, 17. 14 is this one there. 23, so 21, 22, 23. 22 is right before it. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press glitter. We have 24, so that would be in 21, 22, 23, 24. That's this shade here. We have number 10, so 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, size roll again, we got 12, so that would have been 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 2, which is this dark green. Number 28, which is the last shade. Number 9, so that would have been 7, 8, 9. That's the shade here. Number 19, so 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 13, which would have been the second to last on the second row, so that's this one here. Number 1 is this one there. Number 11, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 21, which is the last on the third row. 25 must have been this one, and then we should have 15. Yes. Perfect, and I did that correctly. So there we have my palette. This is how I'm going to work on my Panda palette in order. I thought it would be fun to randomize these because, you know, then I can't really pick which order, and it's going to be a bit more challenging, I guess. Definitely got some pops of colors, especially here in the beginning. But, you know, I think this one would be more fun probably in spring. It would be nice to have these two switched around, but I'll make it work. You know, also like this one probably will hit around summertime, I would assume, and that might also be a bit harder, but we'll see. I'll keep working on it, and maybe I can allow myself like 3 vetoes in the year and like skip over one, or, you know, move it around, something like that. If I really want to, maybe I can allow myself those 3 vetoes depending on when I hit these in the year. But yeah, that is going to be it for this randomization. Back to the video. All right, so we are back, and I can now show you what the palette looks like because you saw me randomize it all. So this is the palette right here, quite colorful. These are again the potted Colourpop singles, so it is all kind of shades from the different like 9 pounds or 12 pounds that they've had that I've declared over the years, but I decided to keep these shades because they're either the more unique ones or they're my favorites. And again, these are all of the ones without pan. So the first shade that you could see in the footage that we randomized, that we're going to work on, is one from the Lilac You A Lot palette. It is this shade right here called Ghostin'. I actually had a little sneak peek in this video too because I'm wearing this one on my eyes today. So this is actually the matte shade that I'm wearing. I'm only wearing this one and then have another shade topped on top of it, which is for my Pan Light palette, and then I have it in the corner highlight. But that is majority of my look today, is this shade. I wanted to make a look with it because I wanted to get a head start, and yeah, I just feel like it's a beautiful shade, and I wanted to play with it and see what I could do with it, and I really love this look. But that is going to be the first shade that I'm going to work on. I'm not going to try to hit pan on anything else. I know when Caitlin did this, for example, she kind of actually hit pan on something further down. That would fine for her, but I want to just focus on one thing at a time and purely hit pan on these in order. I don't want to jump around. I don't want to, you know, accidentally hit pan on something else. I want to be quite strict with it. And just a heads up, once I hit pan on that one, the next shade is going to be this one here, which is Frank from the Give It To Me Straight palette. But for now, we are focusing on Ghostin' only. So yeah, that is the palette. And if you saw, obviously, in the randomization, there is 28 shades in here. So this will probably take me quite a while. It will probably take me more than a year because a lot of these are matte. So that will probably be harder to hit pan on as well. And you know, if I want to do 28, I need to hit pan on like 2 to 3 shades a month on average in order to finish it in a year, which again, I don't think I will do. So it's going to be more of a long haul project, but I'm fine with that. This is also going to help with my what's it called, year of usage project, where I want to use all of my singles 25 times this year, and if I don't hit that goal this year, they're going to roll over to next year, and then I need to use them 26 times and so on. I do have an instruction for that, but I want to do that for all my singles, and these are also counted in my singles collection, so that is really going to help with that project, because of course I'm going to probably reach for most of these like 20 plus times in order to hit pan on them because they are Colourpop shades. But that is going to be it for my introduction today. I will have some footage of that shade Ghostin' that I will share with you and, you know, talk you through. And I will, by the way, update you monthly on this. Hopefully I will have some good progress to show. Even if I haven't hit pan on anything, it might be quite a quick update. We'll see how I structure it. But yeah, hopefully I can have some good progress on it. I will still try to keep the usage in here quite high because I do want to keep it rolling. I don't want this to be a background project because since there's only one shade, I'm hoping that I can incorporate in quite a few looks. Today, obviously, I did a very purple look, very pinky purple. I used, again, Ghostin' all over the lid. So this is a very intense look, but I also used a lot of shadows. So I might do a similar look again, or I might use it as an accent, as a crease shade with like more neutrals, play around with it like that. So we'll see what I end up doing with this shade, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Let me know if you have any comments, any feedback, anything like that, or yeah, if you want me to add anything specific into the updates, because again, if I don't hit pan on the shade in a month, it might be a bit short. So any ideas are welcomed, and other than that, I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.